Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram, Friday evening, and the weekly horoscope is with you. 29 June to 5 July. How you need to live this time and how the all 12 signs will get very good results because of Venus. Let's welcome Akashni for more results and more good stuff. Namaskar. Thank you, Ram Ram.
Namaskar, Rohit ji, Ram Ram. Yes, it's a very nice week where Moon is making such great shift, and in fact, Venus is also making a shift. Let's go into the details here. Now, for Aries ascendant people, we will see that Venus is entering into Taurus into the own sign. This means that there is going to be promise of wealth. If wealth wise we are doing something not that great, we will see that this week is going to turn out a very positive time. In fact, second house is also the house of status, also the house of family dynamics, speech. Those who are in any profession related to speaking, like teaching, anything to do with sales, marketing, they will see a lot of positivity. If you're going through Venus Mahadasha Antardasha, then this is another great positive news here. So very powerful. We have also published a full video of Venus entering Taurus with a story. So you should look for it, and accordingly you will get more details about it. Moon is entering into Leo. Now here in the beginning of the transit, that means 29th to 30th, it is going to be making the Mahalakshmi Yoga. So very positive in the fifth house Mahalakshmi Yoga. But then later, it is going to be making a yoga with Ketu, that is Grahana Yoga also. So, both things. We have to be hopeful also and careful also. Hopeful in terms of wealth through speculation. On 29th of June and 30th of June onwards, we should be careful about investing big money or taking big risks in any kind of speculative environment, because there can be challenges when Ketu and Moon are together. Sometimes it is the health wise we face a little bit of challenges, especially related to stomach. This is the fifth house, is the stomach of anyone. So here, stomach related problems, we have to be careful, we have to be hydrated, take care of children's related to accidents. That's what is the care is required in that area. But wealth wise, we are seeing great opportunities. So all the best. Moon will enter into Virgo here. There is going to be Rashi Parivartana between Moon and between Mercury. So the sixth house Lord is in the fourth house. The fourth house Lord is in the sixth house. If you have been waiting to get some loans or some debts which are being very stressful, you're not getting it. Or if you're in a lot of debt and want to now start showing a recovery or start paying it off, this is a good time. Health wise, because the fourth house Lord is in the sixth house, we have to be a little bit of careful when it comes to the health of the mother. There can be possibility that you are either going to the clinic or anywhere related to taking care of your mother. In other senses, this is also the house that is related to your mother's brothers. So in that area also, you may hear that they are not so well. But very good time when it comes to workplace peace, workplace possibilities of getting some kind of benefit from the workplace. Especially, people will understand you emotionally also during this week. So all the best. Finally, Moon will enter into Libra. When the fourth house Lord goes forth from itself, it brings happiness in your relationships and partnerships also. It also creates opportunities in terms of, either shifting, either doing some kind of small construction work in your house, or in some cases, it because Venus is a Maraka, it creates a little bit of health problems for your spouse, which has to be taken care of. On the other hand, if spouse is going through a very difficult health condition, here you finally get a relief, or we can say you finally get a diagnosis, proper diagnosis. So that way also it is good. But sometimes if they are going through, either if they're going through Venus Mahadasha or Moon Antardasha or Moon Mahadasha Venus Antardasha, then they can even feel a little bit of sickly, because seventh house is also related to your health. So, and it is the promise of longevity, seventh house. So that's how this week is there for you. All the best. Good time for good contracts, signing of good contracts. If you're looking for any work, there is possibility of some movement this week. So all the best. Have a great, wonderful time. And the new live astrology classes are there. Those who have joined, all the best. Those who want to inquire, link is in the bio. For Taurus ascendant, Venus is entering into Taurus only, into the ascendant. So ascendant Lord in the ascendant, even the sixth house Lord in the ascendant. We have made a very, very big video on this. Venus in the first house, such a benefic planet entering into one of the most benefic houses, that is an ascendant, will give rise to beautiful, beautiful personality development. Your the aura around you will be so charismatic that people will want to be associated with you. You will have a magnetic what is a pull during this whole month. Very beautiful. And this starts this week. The beginning of the week starts with such a beautiful transit. Venus is putting an aspect on the seventh house. Here we have to be a little bit of careful when it comes to the health of the spouse, because Mars is also aspecting, Venus is also aspecting, both are aspecting here. So Mars, when aspects its own sign, and according to the Scorpio sign, Parasharaji writes that Scorpio is the burnt sign, the Jali Rashi of Mars. So here it can be a little bit of more aggressive than Aries. So we have to be careful with this aspect when it comes to the health of the spouse. But on the other hand, great time for partnerships, great time for contract signings, beautiful, beautiful, amazing time here. All the best. For the Venus video, we have done a very big video on Venus. So, look there, you will get more information. Moon coming to the fourth house here, which is the ideally the Pakka house of Moon. Even if it is Leo, it is in benefic state here. In the beginning, on 29th of June, we will see that Mahalakshmi Yoga happens, because Mars and Moon will be very, very close to each other. But later on 30th and end of when 30th we are in the evening, we will see that Moon and Ketu are together. During this Mahalakshmi Yoga, it is powerful when it comes to inner peace, happiness. We will see that lot of happiness, inner peace is coming. In fact, if wealth is expected from any place, especially from real estate, especially from your home, especially from your family, you will see that is being matured. But later, Ketu and Moon together can also cause some misunderstandings in family. And in other cases, it can also be clear that there can be possibility of health conditions little bit difficult for the mother this week. But because other planets are in very good position, especially Jupiter, you will see that you are getting a lot of relief also. So not a bad time. Moon will enter into Virgo, and there is going to be Rashi Parivartana Yoga between the third house and between the fifth house. They both are changing their signs, which is again a good news, because the fifth house Lord is sitting 11th from itself, and the third house Lord is sitting third from itself. This means that some great communication is coming from your social circle, great communication from your kids, and especially related to speculation. If you're speculatively waiting for some kind of a gains, you will see during this time. Very good time for studies also. Like some great news is coming related to education as well. So honestly, a beautiful and wonderful time for all the Taurus ascendant. This is a very special and amazing week. Only the Moon and Ketu period is where we have to be careful, but otherwise you can look yourself. It's such a beautiful time. And not only here, when the second house Lord goes into the third house Lord goes into the sixth house, again it is sitting fourth from itself. That is also brings great news. If you have been waiting for some kind of real estate deal, if you are waiting for some kind of loans repayment, or getting some kind of a debt, that is possible during this week. In fact, if you're even waiting for workplace communication or promotion, not promotion, I can say promotion wise, we are not getting into the right space here, but recognition is the right word. That also comes to you. So a beautiful time for all the Taurus people. Have a great, wonderful week, and see you next week with some, again, beautiful updates. All the best. Gemini ascendant. When we talk about Gemini ascendant, Venus is entering into Taurus. So Venus was in the 11th house. This means that socially it could have been a very, very overwhelming time. Now Venus has come to the 12th house of solitude, 12th house of isolation. But here Venus is also the 5th house Lord. Many Gemini ascendant people during this time might be, those who are in the study pattern, might be getting into what do you say opportunities from foreign lands for studies. On the other hand, many Gemini ascendant people will also be having their love interest very far away, distant places that can also mature during this time. But anything that has to do with spiritual exploration, anything that has to do with what do you say, spiritual retreats is what you should be looking for this week and this month. You should plan something because that will give you more and more peace. For the whole Venus video, we have made it and put it on the channel just before this video, so you should look at it because that will give you more idea in insights if you're going through Venus Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha. All the best. Moon is entering into the third house now. Second house lord in the third house. That means if you have been committed, or if your family has committed any kind of wealth or money that has to come to you, it will happen. Especially Moon and Mars here is very good for the sibling also. If you have younger siblings, it is going to be adding wealth to their life also. So if they are in such state where they are supposed to be earning something great, we will see it here. This is also the house of short distance travel. Short distance travel can happen, but one careful scenario is Ketu. Because Ketu is here and it is a planet that is very aggressive. Sometimes Mars and Ketu, you see the whole world become so aggressive right now. So many not good things are happening around us. This is because of Mars and Ketu in this powerful sign, the fiery sign. Moon comes here, cools down, but still we have to be careful when it comes to our neck, when it comes to our back. This is the area which rules the neck, the back, the ears. In this, we can have some infections because when Moon and Ketu are together, it is a challenging time. And third house is also the house of longevity because it is eighth from the eighth. So we have to be a little bit of, in a careful situation here. One good news is that for the siblings, it's a very, very positive time. If they have been not doing anything very great, you will see a push in them and they will start showing some very, very great working pattern. Later, Moon will enter into the fourth house, which is a very beautiful area of Moon to be, and also in Rashi Parivartana Yoga between second and the fourth house. Now, second house is family, wealth, status, and fourth house is inner peace, happiness, mother, real estate, vehicles. If these areas are where you are concentrating right now, you will see a very positive outcome. Moon is the biological father of Mercury. So this means that during this Rashi Parivartana Yogas, like a father and son relationship, whenever a father comes to the house of the sun, it will give something and go. So that is the kind of powerful placement of what do you say, Moon here. Moon is supposed to give something right, that will give you inner peace, something that will give you pleasure from real estate, something that will give you pleasure from even your work, because Moon is aspecting the 10th house, something that will also give you power related to holding up your what do you say, holding up your happiness. So happiness restores back in Gemini ascendant people this week. So beautiful time. uh, Special bonding with mother happens, or motherly figures happens, and sometimes also many people do homams or pujas related to their roots. Yeah, something that is very dedicatedly set in their family, so they also take it forward. So all the best. And finally, Moon will enter into Libra when second house and fifth house, second house and ninth house, second house and 11th house, they will have any kind of relationship. It is a powerful time of wealth accumulation. It is a powerful time of very creative and powerful time. In the work area, if you're feeling that things are not working in the right scenario, this week is leading to some breakthrough there. Those who have done startups and that's not running very well, we will see again breakthrough here, like very great news. Even for progeny, when we talk about any kind of progeny, the dispositor of the fifth house is in a sign of progeny. If there is anything that has to do with childbirth, you will see conception happening this week, or finally you are getting to that target. Very good time for children who are doing education. You will see that a lot of emotional support you get from your parents and even your teachers. So an amazing and beautiful week for all the Gemini ascendant people. Only Moon and Ketu together, we have to be a little bit of careful because it is the third house of what you say, short distance travel, or sometimes aggression also. We don't want to take any kind of emotional aggressive steps here. Okay, so that is the careful that you have to be in this week, but otherwise we are very hopeful for a lot of good things to come. All the best. The course is also here. So those who have enrolled, all the best. And those who are enrolling, thank you. Now, Cancer ascendant, when Venus enters into Taurus here, it is the 11th house where Venus enters. So, especially you will start seeing gains and positive outcomes from your social circle, from your friends, from your colleagues. There can be possibility of gains to your elder siblings also. If elder siblings are in a dire situation or they are going through some challenges, you will see that gains happen to them. There is this powerful yoga also means that when Venus comes to the 11th house, speculative gains wise, we have to be careful when we make big investments in stock share market. But otherwise, if we have done it in the past, this is the time that we gain from it. So that is one positive, because it's the house of gains, right? Secondly, those people who are in education may get distracted. So for distracted education, we should be concentrating on Ma Saraswati mantra, Om Reem Kamini Swaha. That makes your brain very positive and powerful. Venus in the 11th house adds to your luxury in your social circle, or you get a lot of praises and sometimes very, like, people, everyone wants to work with you. So it's a very, very powerful time for all the Cancer ascendant people. One thing that we have to be very mindful of during this time is Moon entering into Leo on 29th of June. So 29th of June, when Moon enters into Leo, it will be first very close to Mars. And this is the house of money, right? Second house. When Mars and Moon are together, this is a time where we can see that wealth-wise, family wealth increases, your wealth increases. If you're in any field related to speaking, teaching, mentoring, training, marketing, human resources, second house is also related to, some gold, silver, anything like that, then there is very positive news here. In fact, your net worth increases during this time. If you're looking for a job, the Lord of the Ascendant, Lord of the 10th house are together. So there can be possibility of getting some kind of jobs or getting some kind of new, your status increases in the job area. So we are very hopeful for that. One thing where we will see here is that when Ketu and Moon comes together, we have to be control over our speech. Sometimes we say something so bad that it will not be able to come back to us. That is the scenario when Ketu and Moon are together. So for that, we have to be extra cautious. But on 30th of June, especially for Cancer ascendant people, should be very quiet. It's a time to actually be silent. More silent, more positivity will be happening. Sometimes Ketu and Moon together can create eye problems, like problems in the eye. Some people may develop or may find out that they have cataract developing, or some people will have dental complaints. So this is a very common thing when Ketu and Moon are together in the second house. Later, Moon will enter into Virgo, where the 12th house lord and where the ascendant and the third house are making a Rashi Parivartana Yoga. Even the 12th house lord is in the first house only here. Now, when Moon and Mercury are making this combination, you get some very beautiful communication, or the hard work that you have put in the past finally comes to highlight. And you are supposed to be shining here. Short distance travel becomes very, very fruitful. And sometimes this weekend, the next weekend will be where you will be taking some short distance travel. So it's a beautiful time for all the Cancer people. One thing we can see here is Moon in the third house. It's a benefic, right? It's an Upchaya house. In this, it's not absolutely expressive. So emotionally, you may be very vulnerable, or there can be possibilities that you're with your friends and you may emotionally very open up during this time. And it's very good. You should be doing that to make sure that um, other factors in this life are good, but somewhere we have to even went out, and that is the time you will see this week. So try to arrange meetings with your friends after 1st of July. And finally, Moon will enter into Libra this week in the fourth house. The Lagna Lord in the fourth house brings a lot of happiness, peace. There is great possibility because the dispositor of this sign is in the 11th house of gains. Those who are in real estate business, those who are in business related to engineering, those who are in mostly civil engineering, those who are in any field related to vehicles, selling of vehicles, buying of vehicles, those who are in any kind of field related to nurturing, that means medical professionals, doctors, nurses, you will see that what a positive time. In fact, Moon aspecting the 10th house is also great when it comes to career. So some great news related to career also, comes here. So what a positive week. Only control over your speech during this week, because second house is where Moon and Ketu will come together. We don't want to say something wrong which when trigger bad things. Okay, sometimes we say right now but the effects happen maybe 20 days later. So we have to be careful about how and what we sow, what we put in the earth, so that the plants will come that way only. Same way, what we put words in the universe, they will only manifest. All the best. Leo ascendant people. So Venus is entering into Taurus here. Now Venus is the lord of the third house and coming to the 10th house. Because of work related stuff, there can be possibility of short distance travel. Sometimes very great news when it comes to career, some kind of great career progress, something that you have been waiting for, some opportunities that you have been waiting for finally emerges out here. There is a great possibility that people who are not having a job will find some kind of opportunities related to job this month. Very long time, those who have been helpless with not getting work will see that universe is helping you to get work for you. Effort has to be, see, Venus is the uh, planet of effort here, third house lord. In the 10th house, you have to put a lot of effort in your work area to shine, because your personality, your problem solving skills, your analytical skills will be at the very very best area during this week. And here comes the devil, small girl. Hello, good morning. Good morning, Grace.
Good,
Remy,
good. Grace,
मैं
say
वीडियो कर
good,
रहा हूँ, आ गई. Say
say
hello.
good.
How is your day, Hazel? Good. How is the week?
Good.
Good. Good week for Leo. Very good. Okay.
I think she answers
Bye.
only 1%, Papa. She answers only 1%, no person.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Ah, Papa. Bye. See, morning, day, night. She's only doing Papa, Papa, Papa.
She answers only you. I so many times I try to talk. Only I will answer this person, no other person.
This also has. Today there are two guests here. He's also come. Yuki.
Hello, Juki.
Okay. Bye. Bye. Go. Okay. Sorry, Rohitji. Sorry, Leo ascendant people. Okay, so we were discussing about Venus entering into Taurus. That is such a beautiful time. I was saying that for a very long time, those people who did not get any kind of work or work related challenges they were facing, now you will see a very, very positive time here. There is a full video on Venus we have made on the channel just before this video. So you will watch that if you're going through Venus Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha. You will relate to it, and a lot of great opportunities are there. So all the best. Moon enters into the ascendant. Now 12th house, finally expenses is going to go down, and there is some positive news when it comes to your own personality. In fact, Mahalakshmi Yoga, when Moon and Mars are together, Rohitji, Moon is the most benefic planet. It is also said in this very beautiful book, Astrology in Vedas. It says that whenever Moon enters into, Moon is the one that makes lot of, only planet that makes the maximum yogas in this astrological system is only Moon and Moon. Just imagine, Moon and Mars, Mahalakshmi Yoga. Moon and Mars, Moon and Mercury, Lakshmi Narayan Yoga. Moon and Mahalakshmi, Vishnu Lakshmi Yoga. Moon and what do you say, Jupiter Gaj Kesari Yoga. Moon and Venus, again Mahalakshmi Yoga. So many great things only Moon can do here. But when it comes with malefic, Moon and Rahu Grahana Yoga, Moon and Ketu Grahana Yoga, Moon and Saturn what do you say, Havish Yoga. So Moon is the only planet wherever it gets conjunct with other people, it makes yoga. And here in the ascendant rising sign, it is making the yoga of Mahalakshmi. Now, this is positive when it comes to those people who have been waiting to hear on some great money, but it is not that great because Moon is also going to be conjunct Ketu. So this means that Mahalakshmi Yoga and Grahana Yoga happens on the same time. One thing we have to be careful is that if we are getting any kind of wealth, if we are getting any kind of money, we should not be publicizing it, because otherwise that grahana yoga comes to active. And in such cases, our attitude, our emotions should be very well contained within ourselves. We should not get angry over small things, that this person did not call me, this person did not look at me, this person did not acknowledge me. So these kind of, personal identity crisis is what happens, that who am I, who am, like, you start your subconscious mind, because moon is the lord of subconscious mind in this chart. It starts making stories here. So that's for that we have to be absolutely vigilant, careful during this week. Otherwise, Mahalakshmi Yoga is there, so why not? Let's make money. Very good time. Now there is one more yoga happening, that is the lord of the 12th house and lord of the second house are interchanging their houses. That means moon is in the house of Mercury, Mercury is in the house of moon. And now here, Videsh, like if there is foreign money or there is some kind of wealth that is you're expecting from a foreign country, you will see this. In fact, job opportunities from foreign countries or sudden travel to foreign places, like suddenly you say, oh, I have to travel here, oh my god. So these kind of things are what can happen for all the Leo ascendant people during this week. Sometimes family dynamics or maybe very far away family members suddenly come in contact with you also during this week. So if you may be very surprised when such things happen. So all the best. Finally, moon will enter into Libra on 4th of July. That is when the Independence Day, I think it's America's Independence Day or something like that only, Rohitji, which I know, because 4th is like full for me appointment wise, because it's, I think, holiday in America. So everyone like booked 4th, 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 4th. Anyways, so here it's a very beautiful time when it comes to short distance travel. Those people who are waiting for visa, any kind of things related to their status or any kind of contracts, government communication from government, communication from foreign lands. In fact, communication related to siblings. Sometimes you connect with your younger siblings after a very, very long time. So again, a beautiful, beautiful week for all the Leo ascendant people. And see, like my daughter Grace said, I asked her how's the week. She said good. So it's good. Okay. Kids never lie. All the best. Have a great time and see you next week. Virgo ascendant. Now Venus is entering into Taurus here, Rohitji, which is the lord of the second house, goes to the ninth house. Very beautiful time. Your destiny is in absolute alignment with the universe. So if you have been manifesting or speaking great things, those things are supposed to be coming to reality now. One book I'm reading, The Power of Manifestations, it says that whenever we want to manifest anything, Rohitji, we have to think that that thing has already happened. So if we think that okay, it should happen, it is not going to work. We have to think that it has already happened. Like if I don't have a job, imagine, give a date to yourself and say that in that date I'm already working. Be realistic. Say this date I'm already working. I'm so busy, man. I have to complete this task, that task. That's how you do it. You already feel, you already see that situation in your mind. Your mind actually puts you in spotlight and make sure that things happen in your life. So that's what it is supposed to be. Anyways, coming to the ninth house again, a good time for higher education, very benefic transit. This is when Venus comes to its own house. It repairs this house. That means it repairs your destiny, relationship with your gurus, mentors, teachers, and also those who are in education field or those who are studying right now, adds a lot of value to your studies and your profession also. So all the best. There is a full video on Venus entering into Virgo. We have put it on the Venus entering into the Taurus. We've put it just before this video, so you can have a look and then understand more better things about Venus. Moon will enter into the 12th house. Now 11th house Lord goes to the 12th house. It means that gains from foreign countries. A lot of great time for spirituality, spiritual retreat, sometime doing meditation, relaxation. In fact, it is a time of expenses. Sometimes these expenses can be on the health. Those who are expecting money from foreign countries can get wealth because Mahalakshmi Yoga is happening. Moon and Ketu are together. Health wise, we have to be careful, especially eyes. Number one, we have to take care of things. Secondly, you're getting sore eyes, getting eye problems, getting eye dryness, fatigue, sleepless nights. This 12th house is the house of sleep. The best thing for here to divert anxiety is towards spirituality. Try to sit down and meditate. It sounds very simple, but it is one of the most effective remedies that anyone can do. Meditation. One beautiful thing I learned, Rohitji. God, like I am God, speaking to a God who wants to listen. So you understand. So we are all talking to each other. We are no one. We are just the Ansha. That means we are the Ansha of the Paramatma. That's why we are Atma only. We cannot become Param because Paramatma is something very, very pious. Here, the the thing that I have learned is that we are God talking to other gods who want to listen what this God is saying and want to act on what this God is saying. So that's why always during speaking to anyone, during talking to anyone, if you get this one feeling that they are just another form of God in front of you, your whole life will completely change. The hatred, the trouble, the problems, the ego clashes, everything will end because nothing we are going to take away from this universe, right? And this is that kind of a realization time when Ketu, the planet of spirituality, when Moon, the planet of emotion, enters into the subconscious mind. So put a lot of efforts into these kind of philosophical things. It will help you a lot during this week. Moon is going to now make a exchange with the 11th house. That means 11th house Lord Moon is in the ascendant Lord in the 11th house. Here again you can see some very massive gains through your own effort, especially in the area from a big group of people. If you have been trying to target, if you're in a business where big group of people are targeted, you will see great possibility of profit here. In fact, if you've been trying to communicate or convince other people to join your mission, this is that beautiful time that people will be giving you that support. Finally, Moon will go into the second house again, 11th house Lord into the second house. There is a combination of 11 and second, again gains of wealth. The dispositor of second house is gone to the ninth house. Your destiny is also supporting you. So this is a very wealth oriented week for all the Virgo ascendant people. Very rare that such kind of things happen, but on the family dynamics wise, you will see that positivity is there for parents, for elders who are expecting great family gathering. This is also the time that some beautiful things like family gathering or emotional discussions in family happens. Second house is Moon is aspecting the 8th house, so discussions about inheritance also happen. So all the best, guys. Astrology live classes are there, advanced astrology from what do you say, from 30th of August. Very soon, Rohitji. July is already coming, so August, one and a half, 2 months to go exactly to start this. So I think I don't even need to promote it anymore, so it's all done. All the best. Libra ascendant, Rohitji. When we talk about Libra ascendant, Venus is entering into Taurus only. Now Venus is the Lagna Lord going into the 8th house. Does not mean it's bad. It is a little bit of difficult placement for Venus because benefics cannot show exact power in this house, but when it comes to the 8th house and longevity, health, it repairs it. When it comes to occult sciences, when it comes to research, when you are in field related to finance, financial analytics, anything that has to do with insurance, business related to like those who are in world financial groups, any kind of finance, banking and finance, you see a CA, CPA, you see a uplifting career during this time when Venus enters into the 8th house. So that's very positive. Something that has to do with health problems is where this is the house of health. So if urine infections can happen, so we have to be a little bit of careful. There is a full video on Venus we have made that we have put just before this. If you're going through Venus Mahadasha Antardasha, then you have to watch that. That will give you a lot of insights. Moon enters into the 11th house, 10th house Lord into the 11th house, making Mahalakshmi Yoga is very good when it comes to income from your profession. So professionally, it is a very great time. Income happens, some positive gains happen if you have been waiting for a very long term. If you're going through Moon Mahadasha or Mars Mahadasha, then Mahalakshmi Yoga is absolutely active. You will see great gains from your career. But Moon and Ketu are also together. A rift in social circle is one thing that happens, or sometimes you say something so wrong or emotionally act in such a way that your long-term friends start getting away from you. So in the friendship dynamics, there is a lot of, I can there is money coming. I guess my right hand is itching, or maybe eczema is coming. You never never. So Moon here in the 11th house, very careful in the social settings. Try to not be very like show attitude or sometimes speak something very bad or headless, like that you say, oh my god, what did I say? Like that's where we have to be careful. But wealth wise, it's a pretty decent time for Libra ascendant people. Moon enters into Virgo here, Rohiji. This is another good news, because when we talk about Moon here, Moon is the lord of the 10th house, goes to the 12th house. Sometimes expenses related to profession, that means because a lot of gains and everything happened, people will say, okay, we need to spend some money on this, that, whatnot. So that is what we have to be, that is what can be happening. Second thing is that sometimes travel because of work also happens. 10th house lord and the 12th house lord have interchanged their houses. That means travel related to work, or sometimes those people who are going through a difficult mahadasha like Rahu mahadasha and Moon antardasha, or Ketu mahadasha and Moon antardasha, they very near to losing their jobs also. They don't lose their job, but very thin line between job and themselves. So 12th house is a difficult house, so we have to be careful when it comes to this period after 1st of July. Okay, one thing happens here is that because Moon is in the 12th house, very good time for spiritual exploration, going into meditative space, entering into isolated areas, trying to go into spiritual retreats. So for that, reward yourself with such kind of things, because that will help your mental state to become very powerful. Finally, the Kendra Lord, Moon is in the Kendra again. In the ascendant, Moon is very powerful. In the house of Venus is the dispositor of this house, is in the 8th house. That means very great time for getting secrets out. If there are secrets which has been hiding from you for a very long time, they will be out and you will be absolutely, it will come in front of you. So this is a good time. In fact, good time for relationship and career also. Very good time for relationship, career. Those who are in business will have extra motivation to do more and more and more hard work during this week. So beautiful week, all the best, and see you next week with some more good news. Little bit of challenge because next week Moon is becoming debilitated the first day of the next week, but still it puts an exalted aspect on the 8th house, so we have good news there also. So all the best. Scorpio ascendant, Rohit. Venus is entering into Taurus into the 7th house. The 12th house lord in the 7th house. If there is any partnerships or relationship that we are waiting from a long distance place, we will see that it is finally getting into final stages. There is some lot of possibility for partners, or for love, or for relationships. There can be also travel with them. So great time. 7th house, and in this sign especially, Venus is not that benefic. It is related to health also. So health wise, we have to be very careful when you come to lower abdomen area. This week, also this whole month, there can be possibility related to gastric problems in the urinary tracts, or female, all the menstrual cycles can be a little bit of more aggressive this time. That is what, also it has been aspected by Saturn, so a little bit of more challenges related to health can come. But when it comes to relationships, if those were waiting for validation, new relationships, contracts, signing of contracts, getting higher status in the work area, you will see everything coming with ease to all the Scorpio ascendant people. Moon will enter into Leo here. Now, when we talk about Moon here, Moon is the lord of the 9th house, destiny lord. Whenever it will go to the 10th house, it is very positive for your career. So career wise, we are seeing something great. Moon and Mars together makes Mahalakshmi Yoga. If in the business, in the work, you're expecting some kind of money, you will see money comes to you. If you're expecting some kind of status or power, or some kind of recognition, that recognition also comes to you. But be careful, Ketu is there. Ketu and Moon together can also create eclipses, that you are this close to getting everything and suddenly an eclipse come over it. Because the problem is that we don't want to be very extra communicative during this time. We don't want to be open about our achievements. We want to be hiding them, because people are not happy with our achievements. Always people are jealous. So this time we have to be careful about how we make sure that we are not in the area related to what we say, not in the area related to extra show off, like try to put things, oh, I got this, I got promotion, I got this money, I got that. No, try to be very silent. Otherwise eclipse will come on your mind, and if nazar dosha, we can say evil eye can come to you. So for that, we have to be extra careful during this week. But otherwise, overall, very nice time. Later, Moon will enter into the 11th house. The 9th house and the 11th house Lord have exchanged their places. This means that there is going to be positive gains only. This is a week of gains and gains and gains. Also, this is the time to gain from your social circle. That means somewhere where you have been trying to establish yourself so that you become a public figure or a people's figure. This is that time that you can do that. You can be those people who are in that high scale right now. They can be in the news also. They can be in the media also. That kind of stuff also is there. Now, because Saturn is aspecting this house, so we have to be careful if we are in the fame area or in the defame area. That depends on your Mahadasha Antardasha. When it comes to 11th house, the 9th house Lord in the 11th house, this also means that some communication from foreign countries can come. And that is again matching because the 9th house Lord suddenly on 4th of July goes to the 12th house. This is a time of travel. This is a time of going to foreign countries. This is a time of getting some fortune from a foreign country. This is a time of sometimes also going to spiritual retreats or pilgrimage. You may be very surprised at 4th or 5th of July, you are standing in a church, in a temple, in a mosque, praying. That kind of pilgrimage, that kind of going to a religious place or institution is also possible during this time. One thing we have to be careful of health of father, because 9th house Lord is in the 12th house. It can incur some expenses related to father. Or if you have the third child of your offspring, the third offspring can be a little bit of health problems can happen during this time. So all the best, Scorpio people. See you next week, and great week for manifesting money. So please take right actions, right steps, be more spiritual, be more mindful, don't make any big mistakes, look for opportunities around you, and then take action. All the best. 30th of August onwards, we are doing this new and live astrology classes. Many have joined. So those who really want to learn astrology, and those who want to even learn basic, because basic is coming free with it. So join this. Sagittarius ascendant people. When we talk about Sagittarius ascendant, Venus is entering into Taurus Roichi. When we look at Venus here, it is a lord of the 11th house. 11th house lord in the 6th house here. Health wise, if we are not able to recover in many areas related to health, we are not getting the proper diagnosis. This is the time that proper diagnosis will come. Workplace wise, we will see some luxury happening. That means either some new equipments are given to you, maybe a new laptop, maybe a new phone. In many other cases, workplace changes, like your team changes. You are waiting for this toxic environment to end. There is a possibility that such kind of things may happen during this week, Roichi. One thing also, when Venus is in the 6th house, now 6th house is a Dushtana, so we have to remember it's not that great house, but it's a very good time to start back your routine, because Saturn is also aspecting Venus. In my birth chart, Rohitji, Saturn and Venus are in the same placement. Saturn is putting the third aspect on Venus. Now this means, I was told by Pandit Sanjay Rath ji, because he is one of my guru, he told that whenever you will see this kind of combination, Akash, you have to make sure that this is a time of getting into social media, getting into digital media. There you will find your fame and name and whatnot. I'm like, okay, sir. Now this time, if Saturn is putting an aspect on Venus here, those people who are in social media, they want to start social media, start working there, an absolute time to make it happen. Very beautiful time. And if you're going through Venus Mahadasha and Saturn Antardasha, or Saturn Mahadasha, Venus Antardasha, then universe is speaking to you. That's how positive this time is. Moon enters into the 9th house of your destiny and makes a combination with Mars, which is the, what do you say? When Moon and Mars come together, it is Mahalakshmi Yoga. But also Ketu and Moon are together. Very good time for money making, and your destiny supports you, but very important time to respect your gurus, mentors, your religious leaders. Don't say anything bad about them. Don't speak anything wrong about them. It is a time of distraction when it comes to education wise. There will be some distractive things that will come to your mind, because Ketu and Moon are also together. So try to take it slow. Sometimes in this time, just to end this dosha, visiting just a temple, a Ganesha temple, where you just put some grass called durba in front of Lord Ganesha, this dosha ends completely. So take opportunity of this time. Even other religion people, just sitting and praying or visiting a religious institution is also ending this dosha, because a lot of positivity is there. God is not there, positivity is there. The feeling of God is there. God is within you only, not in any religious organizations or religious places. But you feel better, you feel positive because of the energy there. So, try to use that energy to find God within yourselves. Later, Moon will enter into the 10th house. Now, this is one beautiful, beautiful yoga. What happens here is that 8,000, 10,000 made a interchange. Even the 7,000, 7th house Lord is Mercury only. In this scenario, what happens is that status increases, your chances of promotion, your chances of getting new jobs, your chances of starting new businesses, your chances of starting new partnerships, or suddenly getting inheritance wealth, suddenly getting some good news from your father, suddenly getting some powerful position in the government or powerful position in your office happens during this time. So make the best of this time. Also, one more important thing happens here. When Moon enters, the 8th house Lord enters into the 10th house, it is coming third. Some secret news or secrets of your office, of your organization comes to you. This is the time to use that for your progress. So sometimes it's unethical also to use such things, but what if it is something which is so secret that you can use it for your progress? So all the best. Don't do any politics against other people, but if some secret, that okay, I know how to crack this code, I know the secret, then you should use it for your benefit. Very beautiful time. Moon enters into the 11th house. This is little bit of challenging because the 11th house Lord is in the 6th house, and Moon is also the 8th house Lord. So health wise, there can be some challenges for you, also for your elder siblings. It is also the time that small illnesses like suddenly getting problem in the leg, the feet, or suddenly swollen leg, water retention in the leg, such kind of things can happen. So in the calf muscles, suddenly there can be some kind of pain. You're sleeping and you're stretching, and suddenly there is some spasms there, muscle spasms. For that, be very extremely hydrated. Social circle wise, we have to be careful. Secrets of social people, your social surroundings may come out. So this is a week of secrets, like trying to extract secrets and work on your profit. So all the very best. New and live astrology classes are happening from 30th of August. Those who have enrolled, all the best. Those who are enrolling, thank you. Capricorn ascendant people, Rohitji. Now Venus is entering into Taurus here. When we look at Venus here, it is the Yoga Karaka. Entering into the 5th house, that means, see now, 2nd house, 5th house, 9th house, 11th house are the houses of gains, are the houses of lot of extreme money. And 5th house is the house of speculative money. In fact, Mahalakshmi Trikona also. Venus is the first and the best Upasaka. That means a devotee of Mahalakshmi. Here, Venus entering into this place means that Mahalakshmi is absolutely going to be putting this hand like on you, that okay, come here. If there is, you're struggling from wealth, if you're struggling from creativity, if you're struggling for progeny, for childbirth, you will see that all these areas are taken care of. In fact, a very good time to even start new education, or those who are in the field of education or teaching, teachers will see that positive influence on their life also happens during this time. Also, Rohiji, because this 5th house is the house that is related to stock and share market, those who are in that business, you will see that suddenly your net worth is completely increasing. A very beautiful week, but a very beautiful month for those who are going through Venus Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha. There is a complete video on Venus made just before this video, so you can watch that and also get more insights. Now, Moon, the 7th house Lord, goes to the 8th house. You get gains from partnerships. Some partnership money is coming. Some positivity related to your partners are coming. There can be positivity sometimes, Rohiji, in the area related to area related to wealth from unknown sources. Suddenly, someone will say, "Oh, my work is done. Here is what something I give it to you." That kind of wealth is what is seen during this time. Mars and Moon are making a yoga first from 29th of June till 30th, and that is Mahalakshmi yoga. And then Moon and Ketu will make a yoga. Now, health wise, we have to be careful. So, wealth wise, we know that partnership wise, we are getting something. If there is any insurance that is maturing, if there is, just look at these things, because you never know, suddenly it has matured. Something's related to them is coming. Sometimes, Rohitji, one very positive thing happens here when 8th house is active this way. There is positivity that comes from your in-laws also. So some in-laws related stuff also comes. Now, Moon and Ketu together here can create some health problems. Health problems, especially in the subconscious mind. Fear, anxiety is what can happen. Sometimes too much happiness also causes anxiety, because you say that, okay, is this going to be lasting, or it is just a very very right now, like very very immediate time only. So for that we have to make sure that meditation, in fact this is the week that you should be taking more and more occult, what do you say, advice, any occult advice, either from an astrologer, either from a numerologist, either from a vastu consultant. This is a very important time, because beginning of the week only, because Moon and Ketu here together can play with your subconscious mind and put fear also. So for that you have to be very ready. Moon enters into the ninth house here. Seventh and ninth house have now exchanged their places. Mercury is in the seventh house, Moon is in the ninth house. This also adds to a very fortunate yoga called Rashi Parivartana Yoga between seventh and ninth house. Again, it shows that if there is any powerful partnerships, you will see a great news during this week. And Rohit, this is your ascendant also. Something great coming from your partners. So all the best. Make sure that you are very aligned to this, because your destiny is at peak. And if you're by chance going through Venus Mahadasha, Venus Mahadasha number one, very great. Secondly, if you're going through Mercury Mahadasha, super great. Moon Mahadasha, amazing. And if by chance Venus, Mercury and Moon are aligning, then this is the Bhagya Uday, the destiny rising time for all the Capricorn ascendant people. Long distance travel or sudden travel plans can happen. One thing we have to be seen, that father's health become very good. If father is suffering from a lot of health problems, it becomes very good. So respect your gurus, your fathers, try to spend a lot of time with them. It's a very beautiful week. Finally, the seventh house lord is going forth from itself in the 10th house. The dispositor of the 10th house is in a very powerful, the yoga karaka position here. Status increases, promotion increases. If you're in any kind of business, service, or looking for a job, this is the time that your job comes to you. Your your status from being an unemployed becomes to an employee. That's how beautiful it is. Very good time to start new businesses or new divisions in your business. So don't miss this opportunity. It's a very very special week for Capricorn ascendant people. And be very hopeful, manifest great things. Sometimes there are challenges in our life, but we don't need to look at the challenges. We need to look at the opportunities around them. In this world, the biggest to biggest inventions happen during a challenging phase only. So your also life can change when you're in absolute challenging phases. So try to explore yourself. All the best, guys. Have a great time. Aquarius rising, Aquarius ascendant people. Venus is your yoga karka, and the first transit on 29th of June is Venus only. And Venus enters into Taurus, into your fourth house, the ninth house lord in the fourth house. What a beautiful time for your happiness. Absolutely happy period for Aquarius, and happiness in all aspects of life. When yoga karka is in your favor, you are happy. And on top of that, if it's Venus Mahadasha, then it is more powerful and more happiness for you. Ruchi, this is the sign when we talk about the fourth sign. This is the sign that rules mother, home, comforts, anything to do in terms of your real estate vehicles. There can be addition of vehicles. There can be more comfort coming to you. There can be comfort in your workplace also, because Venus is aspecting the 10th house. And the 10th house lord is sitting 10th from itself. So now this is the time that your destiny can support you for higher authority. That means sometime like promotions, sometimes like getting a new job. Those who have been waiting for getting a new job, universe is listening to you. You are supposed to get that small mail saying that congratulations, your offer letter is here. Such kind of beautiful scenario is what has been created here. And lot of happiness from your home. Those people who have been waiting to work from home, this is the time that you will feel that you are getting that opportunity also. Very good time for housewives. Very good time for people who have been for a long time unemployed to try, because there can be possibility of great things, especially Venus being representing the woman of the universe. All the women, all the like all the girls, women, ladies, very good time when it comes to work wise. So if you are thinking of starting something new, this is that time. And why not? Sixth house lord also goes to the seventh house. If there is any victory that we are looking from, either in a court case, either in any kind of enemy disputes, you will win. New relationships can happen. Now new partnerships is what can be formed during this week. And because Moon and Mars are making a yoga in the seventh house, this is a time that Mahalakshmi yoga is formed in the seventh house. That means your partnership can create very big opportunities. But Moon and Ketu are here together as well. Make sure legally, starting of a partnership is very easy. We go into partnership. Exiting that partnership is the most difficult part. Make sure your exit plan is made before you join that business or join that partnerships. Very good time for love life also. You will see that, the obstacles, the delays that were coming in love life is now maturing. Again, read any kind of fine prints between any kind of arranged marriage, arranged things, because Ketu can be hiding things here. Whenever Moon and Ketu are together, the work of Ketu is to put eclipse on Moon. So it puts an eclipse here on Moon. And sometimes in this scenario, there can be challenges like, eclipse on your mind, or not reading the fine prints while signing a contract. That is what you should be careful if you're doing anything. Read the fine. Yesterday I was with my daughter Rohit in the night. I was watching a movie called Wonka. Wonka. That's a movie made by, I think, Walt Disney. Very beautiful movie. There also this thing I saw, that this guy who's the Wonka, he goes to a place or lodge where he wants to stay, and there is a contract. He does not know how to read, but he signs it, and the contract says that you have to be bound here. And how he makes his way out of that is the whole story about. Sometimes reading the fine prints is very important. Not reading the fine prints can also put you into, we can say, a sweet prison. It is sweet, but it's a sweet prison. So that's where we have to be careful. Now here, Moon enters into the sixth house also. Now there is a Rashi Parivartana yoga between the sixth and the eighth house lord. There is interchange. Health-wise, we will finally get recovery, and also some inheritance, some challenges that we were facing related to debt repayment. No idea where the hell this will come from. Now ideas actually come to you from universe. You will see that suddenly things are pouring down from universe, that okay, here is what I got an idea from. Or suddenly some secrets resources will come and they will help you. This is what God's work is. God will not come himself, but it will place. We are in the game of a chess, Rohitji. God is, placing us in different houses, different places. That okay, tomorrow you will go to this place and there will be this person and you will help this person. Tomorrow this person will be here, you will be here and you will help this person. This is how we are interlinked to everyone in this universe. Just imagine, have you thought about it, Rohitji, that everything happens in this life with a stranger only. Even the parents are strangers. You get birth with them first, you don't even know who the hell they are. Then you realize, oh, they are someone who take care of us every day. They're strangers. That means God has put them into that place so that your childhood could be sorted. Then suddenly you go to a school where a stranger teaches you that okay, you have to learn this. That becomes your guru, because God has placed that stranger there who will teach you. Then you grow up, you meet a stranger who then you say, oh, this is my soulmate, this is my life partner. Everyone is a stranger in this world, Rohitji. Only one thing is, someone who's not stranger, that is yourself. Because small experiment, everyone just close all the light in a room and let three people be in the room. You cannot see anyone, but you can feel yourself. That means only you are the one for yourself. Those people who say that I am dependent on this, I want this, I want that, I want this person is very important in life. It's all fake desires. The real desire is you yourself, you present in that form right now. That is what reality is. And that is what we have. Once we realize that, we have achieved, what do you say, the best spiritual, enigmatic experience in this lifetime. For this, eighth house secrets, someone who can come very secretly and help you. That is what you should expect during this week. So please pay attention on each and every one you are meeting, because something great can happen. Sometimes millions of dollars does not help, and a $5 remedy helps. And that is what is this period. When sixth house lord goes to the eighth house, you get a long-term relief from a long-term illness. So be very hopeful. Moon enters into the ninth house. Now, sixth house Lord goes to the ninth house. Ninth house is also the house related to judicial system. If any court cases, anything that you have been facing problems, you will see your luck is working for you because the dispositor is in a very, very good position. Ninth house Lord is in the fourth house in very great position. So your luck really, really makes a very big difference. There is possibility of going to some travel or also higher education. If you are planning, there is possibility. In fact, we are doing the astrology course also. For that also, you are very positive. Relationship with your fathers and guru is very, very good. And also this time is the time to visit some pilgrimage. So make sure you make some plans here. And see, I told you higher education is on the cards. 30th of August onwards, new live astrology classes are going to start. Those who have joined, all the best. Those who are joining, see you there. Pisces ascendant, Rohitji. Now, when we talk about Venus, Shukra, it is entering into Taurus. When we talk about Shukra here, it is the Lord of the third house and the eighth house. That means longevity is absolutely given by Venus for all the Pisces ascendant people. And the story of Venus getting exalted in the sign of Pisces is also related to longevity. Longevity of the child of Jupiter, that is called Kach. One day I will tell. I've told the story so many times, but whenever Venus is getting exalted, I tell the story. So again, I will tell it when Venus will get exalted this next year. Anyways, here Venus goes to the third house of short distance travel, courage, taking action. Venus is an Upchaya. This is an Upchaya house. That means a house where benefits struggle to give results. Same way, Venus is going to little bit struggle to give results, but struggle, not deny. Struggle is there is no denial. So make sure that this struggle is done with a lot of luxurious, what you say, attitude. Good communication skills will come. There is possibility of longevity increasing. That means if you're going through health problems, you will find the solution for it, and which will help you with your longevity. There is also possibility of some good news for the elder or for the younger siblings. Also from younger siblings, especially from females. If you have younger sisters, you get some support during this time, which will help you to the maximum level. Later, moon will for the Venus video, we have made a complete video on Venus, okay, a big one, which will give you all the details, even the story of Venus. Just before this video, it is there, so you should explore that. Now when we talk about Shukradev, sorry, when we talk about moon is entering into the sixth house. Now fifth house Lord in the sixth house, whenever a planet will be in progression, it will give good results. And this good results is the results related to loans and debts. If you're applying for any kind of debts or loans, it will get approved. One thing, because because moon and what do you say, Mars are coming together, it's Mahalakshmi Yoga. That means even there will be possibility or ways that you will find to repay the loan. Your enemies will not be able to not be able to stand in front of you. That's how powerful this yoga is. Completely destruction of enemies. Now Ketu and Mars here are very aggressive together. Ketu gives very good results, but Moon and Ketu, whenever you're taking any loan or debts or any agreement, make sure that you read the fine prints. Otherwise, there can be challenges. Ketu can put a eclipse on your mind, and Moon is the mind. Eclipse on the mind, it can, and Mars is impulsive decision. So impulsive decision, but very, very sometimes challenging, what do you say, results out of it. So you can make yourself your own enemy, that why the hell did I do this, that kind of feeling can come. So if you're going through Moon Mahadasha, Ketu Mahadasha, Mars Mahadasha, then read the fine prints before signing any kind of document. Even in workplace, if you have been given any new opportunity, sometimes we see that promotion has come, wow, amazing, new job offer has come, wow, amazing, but read, understand, research very carefully if it is worth it or if it is going to make you into a trap. Okay, all the best. Now Moon here enters into the seventh house. Now seventh house is the house related to partnership, relationships, business partnerships, your union, people getting into really signing of contracts is seen from the seventh house. Now see, Moon is in progression here also, and it is sitting third from the fifth house. Even if relationship wise you've met someone on shadi.com or some dating website or dating sites, now this is the time to do some research about them. Try to understand if there is any kind of challenges here or no. It looks positive because there is a Rashi Parivartana, that means exchange of houses between Mercury and between Moon here this week. But we have to be extremely vigilant and careful that are we making the right choice here. Moon here actually gives good results, but I would still say Saturn is aspecting Moon. So again, it gives a hint that, extra careful. Everything that is looking so good cannot be so good. We have to make sure that we read between the thin lines. And sometimes if relationships or etc are happening too quick, then we have to be very extremely vigilant here, because quick things turn out for, you know quick, disappears also very quick in life. So careful, okay? Careful, but very opportunity, very good time for status improvement, getting some kind of wealth through partnership, relationship, new partnerships. So thin line, yeah? Remember this. Moon goes to the 8th house. Now, whenever 5th house and 8th house will have any kind of combination, and the 8th house lord is also 8th from itself, this is absolutely that yoga of lottery. So if your lottery is legal in your countries, play this week or this weekend, like 4th of July. I think it's a holiday in US also. So you should play during that time if there is any lottery kind of, because there can be, if you're going through like absolute right aligned planetary placements, Venus, Moon, Mercury, then there is a great possibility of winning a lottery. So all the best. And if it comes, you know where to give the half, like not half, like 10% of your lottery to me. 8th house is also the house of occult. This is a time that your dependence on occult will be very much there. There is possibility that children can also, some secrets about your children can be revealed. So keep an eye on your children. Sometimes they're smoking and all. Nowadays they're trying to do those vape and all. So you will find out that such kind of things are also coming to surface. All the best, guys. Have a great week and see you next week. Thank you so much, Rohit ji, to you too. And all the best, everyone.
Thank you very much. Lots of stories, lots of teaching, along with predictions. This is really what all people waiting for on Friday evening. So enjoy these predictions and have lots of benefits from this. Customize your week as per these predictions. Thank you very much. Thank you, Akashji. And
Thank
for the consultations and appointments and classes, number on the screen. Anytime you can. Thank you. Jai Shri Ram.
you. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Jai Malakshmi, Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Gurudev, Jai Guru.